All right, listen here. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I was out, as y'all know, I ended up waking up, took me a little nap earlier. But I ended up waking up and Sir King, no, actually Ness was live earlier, right? So as she was on her live earlier, I was just sitting and I was watching, just trying to see what was going on. So next thing you know, what was her name? Peace Love had come up and she had made an announcement. She was like, well, Custer, he is gonna stop through. It was his birthday. And so he ended up no, so she was like, yeah, he's gonna stop through. She was like, let me and so I think no, she had already had her link pinned. So when he came over to Ness's channel, Ness got so excited. She was she was like, "Oh my God, this is the interview." You had Jay Dunn over there giving her the claps. I mean, clapping it up for her, not giving her the claps, okay? But clapping it up for her. And so she decided that she was gonna take that moment to get some information. But I think a lot of people in the crowd were looking at her a little strange because it was just like, Ness, you and Lemon just made up. And you was just over there like trying to handle Jay Dunn a specific type of way, like, oh, she bet not, talk to him or something like this, or she bet not have a conversation. No, 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 no. So Jay Dunn didn't have a conversation with him in the past and out of respect for her. But it seems like Ness is all about herself. And to be honest, she acts like she's a real snake. Um, I don't know. I just knew that it wasn't genuine when she was like that she was gonna hook up with makeup with Lemon. I think that was just to get some information, let him get comfortable with her, and she flips back out. She uses everything for content because, like I said, when Custer had came over, he decided to tell the team. And he seemed like, from hearing him, he seemed like he's telling the truth, but he did say that he spoke with Lemon. Lemon made him feel uncomfortable. It was, Sir King as well. And so I was just trying to figure out his situation because it seemed like Lemon got everything that he wanted, and that was Sir King to himself and Sir King as a supporter, right? Because Lemon, he's been doing his thing, and to my knowledge, from my understanding, I don't think that he visits Sir King's channel, but he sure did have a panel tonight, and I enjoyed it. I really did. But one thing about the interview over at Ness's, I didn't like it because she was saying, "Oh, this is my interview, this, that, and the third, and we're gonna get some information." I mean, I went over there. She gave me a good intro. She said, "Yes, Queen Tulsa. She's good. She's good people." And I thought that I was about to, get in there with my questions. And y'all, they just started talking over each other. They just started getting loud, and I stuck around for a minute, but I'm just like, I don't want to be trying to ask questions and then they start cutting me off and things like that. But I was gonna come back up, but I was like, no, I ain't gonna do it tonight because I went in a mood to like, you know, me going back and forth with people. I'm just like, I wasn't even down for that. But y'all already know I'm a reporter, so I'm always in the bushes sometimes. Now, let me open up my notebook because I had taken some notes, but actually my laptop is dead. Let me see if I can access my email from this phone. It's really a lot going on this early AM. Y'all like my little shoes? Hold on, let me take myself down. Y'all tell me if y'all like my shoes. Yeah, hopefully y'all like my shoes. But anywho, so like we're gonna get back to the story. So Custard felt like Lemon was he's not telling the truth. And there were some things that happened in the past to where Custer was like, man, it's really something wrong with this dude. And I'm just trying to think because okay, if Lemon was acting like that back then, and I've even said, oh brother, he needs to like calm down on that alcohol because that alcohol is you might be having fun right now, but the long term effects of that stuff, you know, the long term effects of that stuff, and it's like he can't control himself when he has a drink. He don't know it's okay to like drink, but drink it in moderation. Like if you got a drink and you feeling your buzz, okay, well set that cup down, you know, and then when your buzz kind of wearing off, then you go back to it. But I think that him and drinking, being that that's what he does and that's kind of what he's known for, I think he's probably gonna try to stay on that track. But my thing is, if he's gonna come live and he wants to have a productive show to where he's not getting flagged and demonetized, and struck, he's gotta stop having Rex over there on his panel. Hey, negative anomaly. How are you? I think that he needs to not have Rex over there and those individuals that be saying those, trigger words. Y'all already know how YouTube is. And my thing is people when it's mad day, people record stuff like that. And people they save those lives because even though you might private them or put them on members only, if somebody has that link and they send it to YouTube, they're gonna know exactly which video that they're talking about. So I just kind of feel like if he's out here, he's making his money. I think with him coming out here saying that he makes the most money the most male that makes the money in the sector, that automatically put a target on his back, whether he knows that or not. One thing you never do in the workplace is share your financial, like, don't tell people what you get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never discuss that. They tell you that in the workplace, like, whenever you're getting hired or something, do not share, because you might be getting paid more than someone else, right? And so, I just kind of say, if he was making all this money, he didn't think to um, create, backup channels, for like rainy days like this. I think a lot of people was telling him to like make some backup channels, but then he says that he has a team. Well, it seems like his team is invisible because the only person that let him up on the panel tonight was what was his name? Sir King. He like, let him have his moment out on his live, which I thought that was very nice of him and very healthy. He got to speak. But we see that Lemon is still on that same type of time. He's still rowdy. He still wants to go at it. But now, you have Custard back out here. He's saying that maybe Custard is out here because he's looking for a moment. I don't think he needs a moment. Lovely Love was up there champion and um, shedding light on, Custard's relationship and, he was around at a certain point in time. But the accusations are they tough. They tough because he said Custer said that Lemon was living in this facility. I did ask him. I said, "Well, are you living in that facility that Custer said that she was living in?" He said, "I never lived in a facility." He said he stays in the hood because I guess it was like an efficiency or something like that. But see, when you're out here playing in people's faces and you think that they don't know Lemon, you got to be careful. I mean, that's even with Lady Dimples too. And she got upset with me because I had told her the other day that I didn't think that it was appropriate for her to be, doing the things that she do. I mean, we may not agree, but I don't want to see the girl hurt. But the rate that she's going, you know, she's gonna get hurt. And it's all fun and games until you're on the news crying and begging for somebody to hear your story and to do something about the violence that's going on. Like, girl, do you not know the times that we're in right now? We have all these laws that they're trying to push, and the only thing that you could do is be negative and want to crank it up some more. Are you okay? You're gonna find out very soon that that doxing and stuff, Dimples, that is you're gonna get into some serious trouble. But see, this is my thing. I didn't see Lady Dimples out for these conversations tonight, but I'm pretty sure that she's gonna have some say so about it, which I don't give a damn. But the main focus is Custard and his story. I feel like he wanted to share more though, but Ness just didn't have a grip on her panel. She was letting them talk all over. If y'all go over there and watch, I don't know the timestamp, but if y'all look, I mean, Peace Love had come over. She had already prepared. She set the table. She's like, okay, let me go ahead. She made it early. She was checking in, checking for reservations. But it seemed like Ness was over there getting full off of something. What was Ness? What did she drink or what gets her to that point where she's all rowdy and stuff? I mean, she wasn't making any sense. And then this was another thing I noticed that when they brought talent up, and because I think Custer said that it was either him or Peace, she brought up the fact that Talent was bisexual as well, or he was bisexual gay. But my thing is, if you walk in your truth, you don't ever have to go back and address it because you're walking in it. Like, and you know, they always say, well, this is the beef sector. You have bisexuals, this is the gays, and this, that, and the third. And you have like it be I don't be understanding like when some of these dudes be coming out and they be having some grievances like ZX. I know he had come out and he was over at Sir King's tonight. It seemed like he was really getting his rocks off. He had come up and the thing with that dude, he said he was 59, almost 60. But it's like he's set in his ways, and like people his age, you just gotta just okay, just let him go on about his business because that's just how he thinks. Like, but I think that he entertains what he can't have. He probably messes around in his own town, but I've just never seen a heterosexual guy that will sit up here and chase trans around just to get off. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why he does it. But when it comes to drinking, can y'all at least talk to, if anybody knows him, let women know that he needs to kind of back up off that liquor, back up off the alcohol, get him some water and stuff. If he's going to drink, then he needs to drink either after his show, you know, but the drinking every day, you know, because he's not sober. He can't address it head on because his mind is, you know, manipulated with the alcohol. And then people are going to get tired of you apologizing for doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's going to get old. And I think like now with his channel, doing this thing, yeah, he's still in it. He's definitely feeling it. And you never get too big for yourself. Never get too big for yourself because, he dropped me from his panel. He was taking money to drop people. Now, what if somebody paid some money tonight to get him dropped? You see what I'm saying? Like, you just got to be careful how you treat people. Because what he is, and this is the thing, he said he worships the devil and he's the devil. So I don't know if he's going through something mentally or what, but him and Lady Dimples, they are off the chain together. But it's so interesting because Lady Dimples was like, women, I support you and this, that, and the third. And she just wants somebody to just go upside her head. It seems like she just wants somebody to go upside her head. Mhm. Yes, ma'am. But I wish that my computer was on. I think it's dead, but I took notes. I mean, I took notes. I probably have like 7 or 8 pages of notes. Um, Probably 10 at the most. 10 pages, maybe eight and a half, nine, somewhere up in there. But as soon as I cut my laptop on, I'll be able to really give the review because I took notes. I mean, I took the notes like so deeply where I'm gonna mention, okay, well, Ness started over talking. Like, what is wrong with her? Do y'all feel like I don't know if y'all watched that interview tonight with Custard, um, but it was like it's like she was playing. I don't know. It's like she was playing a sick little game. And this is another thing. So she has people on her page to just interrupt and do that. So all that is on purpose. I I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's weird. She was acting very weird tonight. I guess she hires people to come up and interrupt. And if people are trying to have a real conversation and give their input, like I said, it took away. I know the guests, Custard and Peace Love, I know they felt a certain type of way because she'll ask a question and then she'll just cut them off. And then, like, I don't know, it was weird. You just got to watch it to see. But here on YouTube, I want y'all really to pay attention to how these people is moving. They didn't call each other friends and this, that, and the third. That's why I always tell people I'm a free agent. I'm not a part of nobody's clique. I run on my own, and that's just what it is. Yes, I get tea. It's anonymous, unless the person says, okay, you can share where you got it from, you know. But my tea, I get it, and that's how I'm able to give my commentary. Y'all have to bear with me. Around this time, I do like my pampering and stuff. It's like everybody's asleep and I can really move around and do what I need to do. But we about to go to the garage in just a second, so y'all just bear with me. But how I feel about it is I don't think that young man has anything to lie about. And they say, oh, he's disgruntled and it's been 3 years and this, that, and the third. Well, you have to think about it. When he went at Shaquille, hold on, y'all. When he went at Shaquille, okay, now Shaquille is going at him, right? I don't know what he did to piss him off, but it sounds like Lemon is gonna have to start sending out some cash apps. He's gonna have to start sending out some cash apps. He said that he was gonna have to pay to silence some people. So I don't know. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Have y'all received the payment from him? How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like Lemon needs a rehab? I feel like Lemon needs to go and check himself into like a rehab, and he could really detox and get into some therapy and come on back out here because I feel like he's dealing with a lot. And as much as people are acting like they are very unbothered and unconcerned with all these different laws and stuff going into place, but right now is not the time to be playing with your finances. It's really not. If you really think about it. Like I said, we may not agree all the time, but shit, I can tell you, you know, straighten up. You tripping, you slacking. Uh oh, is my computer not coming on? Oh no. Okay, there we go. It was just dead. But anyway, let me get back into it. Yeah. Oh, what I was saying was it was more that he wanted to say. It was more that he wanted to say. But oh girl, like I said, Ness just kept cutting him off. And as much as they talk about lemon drink, Ness be over there just drunk as a skunk. Yeah. Well, I used to drink. I'm not perfect. And then I asked Lemon, I was like, okay, so like during this time, like, well, I didn't ask him. I told him, I said, well, like during this time, you're supposed to be over there getting your mind together, getting your plan together. I was expecting, like, okay, if he did, like, while he's showing up, why didn't he show up sober? Why didn't he show up sober? Do y'all feel like he just can't deal with reality unless he has a drink in his system? Unless he has alcohol in his body? Because there are some people that cannot function unless they have it. As I told y'all before, like one of my exes, he had he would have breakfast in a bottle. Like first thing in the morning, he didn't like he wouldn't even like brush his teeth first. He would well actually yes he would. He would brush his teeth, get dressed, brush his teeth and all that, but then he would head straight to the liquor store. That would be his first run. Get up, get his hygiene together, and he goes on off. Because one thing I can say about my ex fiance, he did work. Like working was not a problem for him, but drinking was. And it seemed like every time he drank, and see, my ex, he was a Leo as well, and he would, you know, he was like so traumatized. You know, it's like he would just want to fight. I feel like he would just want to fight because like we'll be drinking and we'll be going out and he'll just be like, "Well, I hope we don't get into a fight tonight." And I'm like, "Why would you say that?" Next thing you know, we get into a fight. And I be telling him, like, I don't want to put my hands on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put my hands on you. I love you. But, dealing with a drunk date, you know, it's only but so much a person can take before you just let off on them. And I try not to do that because it's not good for anybody. I don't do it anymore, but when I was drinking and stuff, I didn't like to fight because I would just really lose it. I would lose it. I mean, because I wasn't just, oh, let's just do this. No, I'm going for blood. I want to see you laid out, you know, and that can be dangerous because you hit somebody the wrong way. Boom, you in a big house for life, even with him drinking and driving. hmm Even like when him drinking and driving, that's dangerous. But I'll say this. So I was over at SK's live tonight, and an individual kept on putting this website where I did my situation, right? My when I was modeling on the internet. And I don't know why they think that that's cute. Like, why would you be putting that type of site in somebody's comments? Like, you're just, I don't know. It's just weird. It's like, go watch the video. Go watch it. You acting like I'm hiding from it. I've owned that before. I've owned that already. I've owned that already. And it's like the doppelganging type of stuff. Like people, I have people using my photo as their avatar. I think I've just really made it. And and Dimples, you are a nut job. Like I don't want to communicate with you. Do not. Mm-mm. I am so good on that, and I'm serious, you all. I don't play with mental health, and I don't play with people that play with their lives. No, ma'am. Been there, done that. Mm-mm. Told you my ex, he played with his life with the drinking and stuff. I don't play about that. You know. What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say I wish I did. I actually wish I did. I wish I was able to have a conversation with Custard without any interruptions. But like I said, Ness and her posse was on that liquor or whatever else they were doing because they were amped up. I mean, liquor ain't never did me like that where I'm just, I don't know. It seemed like it was something else going on over there. No, but being that I don't drink anymore, I mean, everything just appears strange. But Lemon did say that him and Custard did talk on the Instagram, you know, and I asked him a few questions. I asked him a few questions. And this was a thing like Lemon, well, the way that I received it, the way that I received and perceived it was Lemon wanted Sir King all to himself. Because when I listen to, oh my God, this is kind of like a deja vu. This is like a deja vu. He said, I ran you offline. This is what he said about Custer. He said, I ran you offline. I ran both y'all offline. Now I'm thinking, didn't he run Shakim offline too? Then they were saying, if y'all think this is something, y'all should have seen him back in the day. But long story short, Custer said that Lemon is off his rocker. He sure did. He said that Lemon was off his rocker, and he said some other things. But that's why I'm saying we gotta be careful how we treat people. That's why I always tell people, like, when I'm on here and I'm giving my commentary, baby, it's just that it is nothing personal. Please don't take it personal. It's just commentary. Whatever y'all put out here, I'm gonna give commentary on it. Whether if it's a $500 wig, or if they said that you stayed up in a house in a facility with other men. Because this is what a boy said. He said that Lemon was staying in his house, and I asked him about it. I said, "Well, did you stay in this facility with other men?" He said, "No." And then somebody said, because I heard him on the live, he said, "I'll take a test." And this, that, and the third. I guess they was saying that he, had the house in Virginia. And this is my thing. Whether if you have the house in Virginia or not, are you taking care of yourself? Take care of yourself. You know, I've had family members that passed in the past. Back then they didn't have all the technology and the stuff they have nowadays. Like, just be safe and like really get it together. Really get it together. And this is another thing. Stop saying that people got something if y'all don't know for a fact. If y'all don't have no documentation, then stop saying that people's got something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of who was it? It was a few of them trolls. But my thing is the the grace of God with even me being out, doing my thing in the streets, but I always carry condoms. Like, me and my best friend, we always shit. If we have to go in on one pack of condoms, shoot, we already know. Like, we just need one, because soon as we pop that date, we can go right on to the store and get us our own. Yeah, but safety has always been first for me. Like, even when I was doing the movies, I mean, you if you watch the movies, then you'll see protection is involved. Um, but yeah, through the grace of God, I'm here and without anything. You know what I'm saying? Definitely grateful for that. But that's not everybody's story. And then my thing is, we have supporters. We don't know our supporters medical files and stuff. So be mindful of what y'all be doing and saying. I mean, some of y'all just don't have no damn class at all. And it's a shame. It is really a shame. I spoke to True Diamond. She don't go by Toxic Diamond anymore. But she had come on to the live, and I can't tell y'all that I did not get emotional. I can't tell y'all that I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. We did the live, and child, by the end of the live, because I was fighting back my tears just hearing her story and everything, and it was just bringing like, I had questions. My aunt, she is down in prison now, and she's been in and out. But that woman said this was her first and last time going down there. She went down there, and things were a little bit rough in the beginning, but she ended up getting herself together. And then she said, I think she said her last 4 months, or her last, her last little bit of time. She said that was kind of a little bit stressful too because people will try you, you know, just to have you go off or set you off so you can get more time so you can be in there with them. But she's out. She's got so much that she's done. I shared her on the community wall, so y'all make sure y'all get to the community wall and check her out. But we gotta be better. We gotta be better. And I feel good because I did tell Lemon, I said, hey, you don't have to stop that drinking. You gotta slow that drinking down. Drink you some water. You know, I told him, I can't make him do that. He a grown ass man. That man is grown. But I did do my due diligence and tell him to pull back from that liquor because that liquor is his worst enemy. If you really want to think about it, that liquor is his worst enemy. And that's for real, for real. It's like y'all, when you're sober, you're good. But when you get them spirits up in you, baby, you don't know what's gonna come up out of you. You don't know what's going. Hey, CJ the cat. Yes, the liquor. Hmm. Yes. And then Lady Dimples running around here with her leprechaun shoes on, child. Child. And she's another one. But anyhow, um, hey, hey, how are you? Here, I can drop the link. I've been here for 37 minutes. Why didn't y'all tell me to drop the link? Come up here and sound up. I want to know what the community feels. What do y'all feel? What are your thoughts? Was I wrong for telling Lemon to slow down on that drinking? I want to know. Do y'all feel that Lady Dimples is doing the right thing by doxing people and putting herself in in harm's way? When a person coming out here, oh, I'm at the glory hole and I do this, and you all sexually active and things like that. You can't get mad when somebody brings it back up at you. And all this doxing. How do y'all feel about all this doxing? How do y'all feel about the content creators not keeping it on the content creators and they want to bring everybody and they mama into it? Are y'all showing up when Lemon's channel go back up? Do y'all want to hear what Custer said? Do y'all think that um Lemon is feeling some type of regret now that Custard has resurfaced because he had come out here. And like I said earlier, if you guys didn't hear me, but over on Nessa's channel, I feel like that was some whole BS. When they had that man up there and he was willing to talk, him and his friend, that show should have been about them. It should have been about nobody else up on that panel. But Ness was over there loosey goosey on her drink and just kept drinking and she was yelling like they was all yelling and screaming. Like, how can we hear content when you yelling and screaming? You're defeating the purpose. Why did you invite the people up? Then you ask them a question, then you overtalk them, then you just cut them off, and then it's like, let the person get it out. Let them finish their sentence. It was plenty of times where Custer was saying some stuff and Ness would just dive right on in. Just got get right on top of him and just smother him. Like, girl, let him say what he got to say. It was some information going on there. Then you got ZX coming back up. It really, I feel like he has a thing for Lemon. He has a thing for Lemon. He acts like he's for the community. And then he wants to say, oh, he's with these organizations, this, that, and the third. But you can't do that when you're out here like degrading people, sending people's photos and stuff. I don't send people's photos around. I do not send people's photos around. I don't even gossip about y'all offline. To be honest, whether y'all want to believe it or not, I'm good at what I do. I don't have to sit on the phone and gossip and do all that. If I want the tea, I'm gonna go to some pages. I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna have my tea. But I'm concerned about the individuals that are overly drinking, overly indulging in the things. I mean, when we think about people overly, like people in their wellness, you got Lovely Love out here. I don't know what she's battling, but then you have what they say his name is Noble. You know, he had come on one night and he had white stuff all around his lips. Man, y'all better start taking care of your health. This internet is gonna be here. These people is gonna be here. You know, if you don't care about you, nobody else is. Mental health, we have to address it. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Therapy is sexy. Therapy is the bag. Okay. Mhm. I'm just trying to say. I don't know. All this is alleged. Okay, I don't know. Child, I'm just here talking. But yeah, I think it's a lot going on. Yeah, he had the white stuff around his mouth. I mean, yeah, come on. I mean, it looked like he just had some fun and it dried up. Hmm. But they said that he was sick. And then this is my thing. If these people, he's so sick, stop yelling and screaming and stuff. Cause you ain't gonna do nothing but make yourself more sicker. If you already battling something, how big you think those shoes are? It's given 12 and a half, 13. It's given a good 12 and a half, 12, 13. Mm-hmm. It's given 11. Could you see how her feet just busting up out of there? I love my sister, but girl, she knows she was wrong for them leprechaun shoes, child. That's why I got the honey. I got the leprechaun up there. Hmm. Yes. But prayers up to that lady. Hopefully, when she's out and about, she's safe. But I think that she is putting a target on her back. I'm not even about to lie to you. She's putting a target on her back. I know I come out here, I get my commentary, but I'm not out here doxing people. I'm not sharing photos. I'm not, telling people I'm about to, you know, have intercourse with you without your permission. No. Mm-mm. We can fun banter and all that, but it's the line that you just okay enough. It's like okay, enough is enough. No way, they're 11, probably 14, because she scores her feet in them. Hmm. Yeah, thighs rub it together. Yes, honey. She's been going at Lemon. How do y'all feel about her going at Lemon? Princess Sheba, how do you feel about her going at Lemon? And all the content creators and doxing them and being unhinged. Hmm. Can somebody talk to her and tell her to stop? Like slow down on it. But I think she's in too deep now. I really think that she's in too deep. She had a few times where people told her to stop, but I think she's went in overdrive, to be honest with you. But like I said, I asked Lemon if he would have a conversation with Custard. He said, no. But my thing is, I think that there should be a conversation, you know. I think they both should, kind of express. where things went wrong, and either they can make up or they can, squash the beef and keep it pushing. But I think that there is a conversation that needs to be had because when that boy was online, he sounded like he was like he had been going through it. He didn't say that he was going through it, but it sounded like he was going through it. It definitely sounded like he was going through it. Oh, girl, he brought up Terry P, y'all. He brought up Terry P. He said Terry P is she's pretty much the money lady. She shakes her purse. Hmm. And apparently, there's a group of old ladies that like to shake their purse for the younger men. Yeah. And I said, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's their coin, honey. It is their coin. Yeah, but that's all I have for you all tonight. It's been 46 minutes, and I sincerely want to thank you all for taking out the time to come over and listen. If you know Lady Dimples, please try to speak to her and let her know that, life is much more fun than putting yourself at risk and being a target of being assaulted. And y'all need to let Lemon know that, you know, he really needs to go and seek some therapy. He's betrayed people, and people don't forget how you make them feel. They may not remember your name, they might not remember anything else, but people remember how you make them feel. All right? So, on that note, I've got to go. I got to drop you off in Queen City. So long.